Hello, welcome to the arena on KAFTAN Television, Abuja. My name is Pius Awunah. In Lagos State, an assistant superintendent of police shot and killed a lawyer who was returning from church service on Christmas. And this caught the attention of the public, who are agitating for justice. So far, the Lagos State Police Command concluded the investigation on the matter and sent to the force headquarters, Abuja. The latest about the incident is that the Police Service Commission approved the suspension of the officer in question, and he was in court recently to face the action, the consequence of what he committed. We are going to be looking at an incident that happened in Agboro community in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, where a cow that was bought to celebrate Christmas killed one of the members who contributed money to buy the cow in question. This man, the same man who is known to be a former youth leader of this community. We'll also be touching at the influence of social media on youth in Nigeria. What should we do to use social media positively and not negatively? This is New Year. Happy New Year. So join us for more discussion after the break. Thank you for always joining us on the arena. With me on the program today is Mr. Felix Adetowubo. Felix is a political analyst, and I have with me a new face, Catherine Ehi. Catherine is a student of law at Benue State University. You both are welcome on the arena.
Thank you for having us.
Great. A lot of issues have happened during this festive period, and one of it is that of an assistant superintendent of police who shot and killed a female lawyer in Lagos State on her way back from the church service. Many people condemn this action and they call for the administration of justice. So far, I'm aware that the police command in Lagos State have they investigated this issue, sent to the force headquarters in Abuja, and the officer in question is in court, appear in court, and let's see how this issue is going to play out. But we know this is not the first time we are going to experience this kind of a thing. Police officers have been, known for this kind of unprofessionalism. A lot of Nigerians have condemned this. We have the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, that of All Progressive Congress Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and other well-meaning Nigerians. They have condemned this act, and they are calling on the authorities to ensure that there is justice, so that we have to prevent these similar incidents from happening in the future. I will start with Felix. Felix, what was your take on this?
As usual, police have started, they've caused another pain into the family of an innocent soul. This will never be forgotten, the history of the family. On the 25th of December, a Christmas day, when everyone is celebrating. According to the story, they were coming from the church. Then from the church, they felt, okay, let's just go out with our family. Let's just for them to turn. Then this man, did what he did. It's quite unfortunate, and I think when the youth came out in 2020 about NSAS, many people condemned it. Forgetting the positives that those youths or the youth, were talking about at that time. Some of us were part of it. I was part of it, and what the youth were talking about at that time was that let there be real reformation when we talk about our policing system. Last week we discussed about the type of policing system that we want in Nigeria.
Yes.
And see what happened again, just within a space of a week. Look at what happened again. Look at that lawyer. In fact, I read about her today. In fact, there are a lot of things that we have to learn from this issue of this woman that died. I read about her today as I was coming, and the hospital that they first took her to said they couldn't attend to her because the situation, you know, the bullet hit her straight in the chest, and her heart was, I don't want to paint some pictures here,
Yes.
but something that I discovered there is that the cardiologists that should deal with that kind of situation in Nigeria are not many. In fact, they said it that they don't have those specialists that could do that. You understand? So they had to refer from one hospital, another hospital to refer. You know, a whole lot of things. Probably if we have a very good system, a very good medical system in Nigeria, probably they will have been able to save that situation. You know, from the issue of police, then we can still talk about the situation of our health system again in Nigeria, because she was gasping for breath, according to what we read, that she was gasping for until, you know, from one hospital to another hospital to another hospital again. You can just think about, you know, the period
somebody in that kind of condition,
in that situation
was being moved from one place to
the other, because those hospitals do not have the specialists that could handle that situation at that time. You see, there are a lot of things wrong, and when you hear that Nigerians are leaving the country, why won't they leave? These are the things that happen on a daily basis that make us start thinking that, is this the country we really want? Is this the country our forefathers fought for? When police will just see you and the next thing they think is, let me take your life. At same point, you know, we heard that another person was killed, I think 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back, at same point. If this did happen, that of this woman didn't happen, maybe because most people don't even know about the first person that was killed at that point too by the police. The case of this woman brought out that because this comedian, what was his name, had to, you know, posted about it, and it's like the police had already taken over that again. Another investigation has started, and I read that they've arrested the police that was involved. What if this issue didn't happen?
That shouldn't have been.
That wouldn't have been opened up now.
Yes.
Who knows how many people that have been killed in such manner that we don't know anything about? So our policing system, I don't know. I don't just know what again that could be done. If something like NSAS could go that far, and still we are still seeing the, you know, all these things happening from the police, then we have a long way to go in this country.
Then we have a long way to go in the country.
Yeah.
The woman in question is known as Bolale Ehi, and the officer in question is has been identified as Vandi, Drambi Vandi, the assistant superintendent of police. It is unfortunate that somebody will go out to celebrate the Christmas, starting from the church service, while coming back home, you will take her life, and that will be the end. She will not be seen again. This is very unfortunate, because even if at the end of the day we are going to get justice, the life won't come back. Catherine,
Yeah.
nice having you on the arena. I believe you have something to say, especially looking at the fact that the person in question, she is a woman.
Yeah. This case is also classified as a case of murder.
Yes.
Even the IG of police can be punished for it. First of all, we will see that particular policeman have to be suspended from his office, because even in the law of courts, as a policeman, and let me just say, as a policeman, as a citizen of the country, he is supposed to guide the citizens as a policeman. He is not supposed to take a life. So, for me, I would say he should be suspended, then he should be taken to the law of courts for justice.
And that is a good one, because of the fact that the investigation has been concluded on the matter, and from Lagos Command, where
he appeared today. There was an appearance.
And was
today,
sent to force headquarters. And I think police are acting very fast on this issue.
Okay.
If you look at it, because the man is already in court.
Yes, we appeared
but I just believe that it's because it's a lot of, in fact, it's an issue of a public interest.
As a matter of,
if not, there are other issues that happen that
yes,
are worse
than this.
But maybe people were not aware. It has not attracted the attention, and nothing like this has been done.
Yesterday,
Yes.
the governor of Lagos State visited the IG on this matter at his office. It was at his office yesterday. And I think, NBA too, they're on top of the whole thing, that this is one of our own. And we can't just allow this to just go.
Yes.
But it shouldn't be because she was also an NBA member, but because they feel that justice has to be served and to be seen to have been done.
Yeah.
And that is just the main thing. And if you look at it, this man was said not to have even gone out with AK-47. AK-47 was not assigned to him.
Yes.
They say it was pistol that was assigned to him. Okay, pistol was assigned to you. How come? Did he have that access, to go with AK-47? A whole lot of things.
See, Mr. Felix, my dad was a police officer, and through him I learned a lot about the police. What you just mentioned, there are some places that police will have to go, and they don't have to go with guns. For example, there are some arrests that you have to go and to execute. You don't have to carry. There are some things you should take, especially the person you are going to arrest is not a suspected armed robber. You are a hiding criminal, somebody like that. You are, for example, you are going to just maybe there is a domestic violence, maybe a misunderstanding between people living in the same compound, and then you are going for not even to arrest, invite the person to come to the station for peace, to make peace, and then you take your gun to the place. And then at the end of the day, you end up even, having a fight with the person that you have been sent to go and invite him to come to the station. So there are a lot of, I think the police need, men of the Nigeria police force, they need to be given the kind of orientation that will prevent some of these incidents.
Beyond that orientation, most of them need to go through, medical check. You get, they need this mental check. Yesterday, this week, another police was I think was also arrested when a video was going around, smoking Indian hemp, in the public. You see, a whole lot of things happening, and these are the guys that will be arresting people for going against the law.
Yes.
Still, they do the same thing.
Yes.
So a whole lot of things has to be done, if we are going to move forward in this country, especially concerning the police.
Yes.
Just as she said, police is to protect us, but that police to protect us now are
Those
the ones
police
killing.
people,
Yes.
do you know those police people harassed us?
They will
anyhow?
harass you.
They harass people anyhow on the road.
And then in many cases, I was telling a friend, and that's the truth, that sometimes when you see law enforcement officers out here in Nigeria, from what we have been experiencing, it is not that they are out there to maintain
Law and order,
to ensure the maintenance of law and order, or to ensure there is a peace. They are just there to find fault from people and use that opportunity to extort them.
Yes.
Because that is just
That's
how
what has been
it
happening.
seems to be. Because you hardly, sometimes an issue that you can just give somebody a warning that don't do this next time. They will use that to extort you. And not that they're even taking you to ensure you face the law, so that at the end of the day, you shouldn't do this again. Other people that want to do same to retrieve their steps. They will use that as an opportunity to get money from you, and then they will set you free. We have witnessed a lot within this Abuja and other places within the state. Well, we are talking about the police, let me say, misbehavior. A lot of things happen, and police are to be blamed. And we believe it is as a result of the police, things they do that are not right. We have NSAS protest that a lot of people were killed. Something has to be done by the authority, so that we cannot have those who are supposed to be protecting us and then killing us. We are not going to just talk about the police alone. We believe in this case, citizens also should always obey the authority. We are not saying the woman in question was disobeying the police officer in question, but you agree with me that in some situation you see where citizens, they hardly obey the officers on the way when they're on duty and all that. But that is not the case for now. Something has to be done. I will believe in the situation where citizens have to disobey the police is because of the fact that their behaviors are not really helping matters, as we all know that police are supposed to be our friends, but in some cases we see them being our enemies. Let's look at something that happened during Christmas celebration. somewhere in Agboro community in Yonogua local government area of Bayelsa State. A cow that was bought to celebrate Christmas with escaped and killed a former community youth leader who was one among those that contributed money to buy this cow. It's strange. It was a black Christmas in this Agboro community in Yonogua local government area of Bayelsa State. Mr. Felix, this is funny. People came together, contributed money, bought cow so that they can eat and celebrate Christmas with. And then the cow escaped and killed one of those who contributed money for this. It's strange. It's a sympathetic situation. I can imagine what the family will be going through when they were kind of expecting to eat and celebrate. Then they have to record the death of their own son, who was one among the contributors to buy this cow, and look at what has happened. You may have something to say about that.
Well, I sympathize with the family and also the community for that unfortunate incident. It's quite unfortunate because all these animals too, they also they have this intuition that something is about to happen.
Yes.
And every living thing always find a way to also protect itself. So I saw someone, just because of this, I saw someone killing a cock, this Christmas fowl, and the way he was doing it, I had to kind of say, no, this is not the right way, please. To me, the way it was killing, it looked too cruel to me.
Yes. How was it?
It looked, I can't really paint it, but it looks too cruel, even though it's an animal.
Yes.
Give it some face, some human face, that okay, you are going, but do it in a decent way.
Yes.
The way it was being done, I was like, no, you don't do it this way. Say, I don't know. I said, then you have to learn it before you do it. These animals too, they have life, and they want, no matter what happened, they want to also protect themselves.
Yeah.
We are not happy for what happened, but it was just an unfortunate incident. Yes. We can just say I don't know what must have come to the mind of the cow. The cow just probably I don't know the minds of animals. Maybe it's not the mind to kill, but just to defend itself, and it ended up because with what we read, it just threw the man, and the man hit his head somewhere, and he died in the process. Very sorry for what happened to the family, and I pray that God rest his soul. That's all I can just say.
I tried to see if the cow was finally killed and people.
We don't know what really ended that, yes. But I doubt if that cow will be eaten.
Catherine, you may like to say something about that.
Yeah. Concerning the cow, I know that cow will be in someone's care.
Yes.
So that person, that cow is in his care.
Why would he?
Yes. Why wouldn't he keep it well? That is the question. Why wouldn't he keep it well? So because all these animals, most of them, sometimes they don't know what they are doing. They are not human. So they don't understand. So at least the person that animal is in the care is supposed
to have been able to take care of the.
The situation now is that the cow was bought to celebrate the Yuletide.
Yes,
it was bought to celebrate now. So the essence was to kill, and it's like they want to share it. They contributed money so that they will share it among themselves.
But one funny thing is that some of these animals, they may not talk, but they can feel, they can know that social thing is going to happen against them. Especially dogs.
No, they know.
When you see dogs, the way dogs behave as if they are humans. If you can take time to.
It's just like one Yoruba day that says that knife is not good on the neck. Just that cows, they just take it like that. Yeah. It's a fact. They knew that we don't have power more than these people. We just leave ourselves. But just little opportunity, You know that. See, if you guys, I don't really want to talk much about this thing. May God just rest his soul.
Yeah,
Seriously,
that is just it.
God just rest his soul. It's quite unfortunate. And maybe next time, when people want to kill things like that, look for people who are experts.
Yes,
This is their job. This is what they do.
Yes.
Look for them. Hire them to do it for you. Maybe someone, a butcher man,
someone
that
is
is
a
his job,
specialist, yes,
would
in
know
the
how to
industry.
just handle this thing. In fact, maybe they will have read the highs of this thing. They will have read
Be
the
able to
attitude.
know,
Maybe
yes.
that this thing is angry. People should not come close.
Close.
You know, there are people. You know, these are Fulani people. This is their job. They are close to them. They know. They can tell you their mood. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think for you know, just for matter of the future, anyone that wants to be involved in this, don't say, oh, because you are a man you can kill cow. Look for people, hire them, give them that little money you have to give to them, let them do that job. You don't go near.
I love where you say, don't say because you're a man you can do this.
Because
It's
you're a
not
man,
everything
you want
that
to
A man can
a
do.
man can do. Well, and I want us to look at this very disturbing issue. Well, I know social media is something that I can say is a welcome development. It's helped a lot of people to advance in their businesses and other areas of their interest. But at the same time, we know that social media is also causing harm. Some people are there just to perpetrate evil, and we have seen a lot of things that happen on social media. Then that is where you talk about the influence of social media on youth. Is social media causing more harm than good? What are these issues that happen on social media that we should take and learn from them? I know the fact still remains, there are the administration of justice, there are some things that happen in a hidden way, but because of social media, these things were exposed. As far away, we get to know here and other part of the country, and that caught the attention of the authority, and justice served to ensure that those who involved were punished to prevent others from doing same. Yes, a lot of good things and bad things are happening on social media. And I can remember this very case. This was very popular then, the case of one Cynthia from Nasarawa State University, who met a friend on Facebook and traveled to Lagos to meet this friend to do business. And then the next thing was Cynthia was killed. This took time before the court finally passed a judgment that the person who did that to Cynthia was also to be sentenced, I think, by hanging or life imprisonment. I will start with you, Felix. First of all, what is even social media? And then let's look at the social media, and let's look at these things that we can learn from social media, and how to be careful not to be victims of the evil ones that are on social media trying to use this in a negative way.
Oh, well, social media is just a way of communication, connecting people, and I think it has really done a lot to the world, you know, connecting everybody. You know, it has made the world to be more of a global village, that from here you could connect with anybody all around the world, you know, in a matter of seconds. But every good thing have its negatives, and those negatives do come just by the way you use them. You get, an individual is a problem, also an individual is a solution. So if you don't want anything bad, if you don't want the negative to occur, it's still you. If it's the positive you want to always have, it's still you. It's a personal thing, it's mindset. So if you don't want to learn anything bad, if you don't want it to influence you negatively, it's your mindset. It's your personal training, maybe home training and all the other trainings that you've acquired, you know, in time past. They can help you to ward off any negative stuff that want to come your way, you know. And we've seen a lot of negative things, and if you look at it, most people do all these negatives, like showing their naked bodies online and all those stuff. What must have caused all this? Don't forget, social media too pay you know, all these social media, like
The influencers.
yes, we have, you know, like what is it called now? TikTok,
Yes.
Instagram, all the likes, Twitter, all these social media platforms. They also make payments, maybe to number of likes, number of posts, and all the rest, views, and you know the rest. YouTube, you know, they also make payments like that. But you must get to an extent, a level, before you start having that payment, and that's why, that's what is influencing many young people. Love of money, or should I not say love of money, or love for money.
Yes.
That's what has really influenced many people. That, okay, I can actually make money, I can actually become a millionaire, I can earn in dollars, you know, through this platform, just by posting. And don't forget that worst things, bad things that are being posted, people tend to like them more than the good ones.
That is it, yes.
You get?
You're
so
correct.
This, you know, in this present age now, they believe, okay, let me throw that thing out that will make people to just like my page, that will make me to have more followers, so that I'll be able to have money and the rest. These are some of the things influencing these people. And another problem is that there is a trend, influencers. If you have like 10,000 followers, you are an influencer. You start seeing one organization, one company that will be looking for you, like all these well, what are they called now? All the estate agent, they'll start looking for you. Okay, come and advertise for our this thing, because you have followers.
Yes.
They are interested in your followers. They are not interested in your own life, because they know that if you post anything, they can pay you. They will pay you what you request for. They will pay you. They will build a house for you. They will give you a car. But they don't care about your own personal life. No matter what you are doing that they know that is negative, they don't care. All they care about is their business. And you, because you have a lot of followers, you feel that. So these are the things that are, I'm not saying everybody that is influencing is bad. That's not what I'm saying. We have those in Nollywood, you know, who, because of their popularity, you understand, they have a lot of followers and they use them to advertise their business. Yes. But we still have some people that you know, their way of life is not even, go and check most of the pictures they post. But these people still use them because they feel that, oh, they have like, 100,000 followers, 1 million followers, let's use this person. And the decay continues. TikTok is even like the worst now, because of a lot of the things that I heard happening. I'm not on TikTok, but I heard a whole lot of things happening there. People will just shake their backside and people will start watching. Then they have many followers for shaking whatever, you know. So these are the things that
I remember. I think a lawmaker in USA called for the ban on TikTok.
All right.
That TikTok is causing more harm than
more
good.
harm.
Catherine, what would you like to say about that?
Okay, to me, a social media is a website where people from far and near communicate, get information, share ideas. But nowadays, social media is something else. But like he said, it is when you want it to be negative to you, that is when it will be negative.
Yes.
There are so many people online, they will tell you to bring 1,000, in the next 4 hours, you get 10,000. And people, for the love of that money, they will want to do it. How do you believe you'll get 10,000 in 4 hours when you don't work for it?
Somebody you don't know.
And it's
Just
somebody
meeting
you don't even know. So, an opening of this body on social media is something young girls and young guys nowadays do because of that likes and followers, and they just want to be popular. Just for that, not knowing they are killing themselves, they are killing their lives, their destiny. So for me, I would advise you don't see the negative part of that social media. You see the positive side, because even on social media there are still positive people there, like churches do connect online through social media. You watch churches, you see other information. People secure jobs from social media.
Yes, fantastic. Yes.
And people do sell their business, they post their business and get customers from social media too.
Yes.
So me, I would say it's positive and it's also negative.
But we should choose the positive.
Yeah, it's a matter of mindset.
Yes, it's a matter of your mindset.
Yes.
You choose the positive side. You don't have to get influenced by the negative
And
side.
the fact is that social media has come to stay. There is
Of
nothing
course,
we can do
of
about
course.
Yes.
It will rather be advancing more and more.
it. Will be
Yeah.
yes, more advancement will be
That
coming.
They
So
will
it now
also be
depends on the
discovering
individual.
different type again.
Well, we are going on a break now to come back for more discussion, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back from the break. Don't forget, this is the Arena on KAFTAN Television, Abuja. And today, we are looking at the incident that happened in Lagos where a lawyer was shot to death by an assistant superintendent of police. Then, the issue in Yonagua where somebody was killed by a cow that was bought for Christmas celebration. We are now looking at the influence of social media on youth. Which means I still have Felix Adetowubo and Catherine Ehi. Once again, nice having you on the arena. Let's look at what can we do to really prevent, some of these. In fact, especially children. Children are very vulnerable when they watch things on social media. They want to practice it, or when they even see anything apart from social media, they want to really put it in practice. What can be done to save the lives of our children, especially with the presence of social media and the kind of things that happen on social media? And kids, I have seen kids of just 5 years, even less than 5 years, playing with phones. And many of these kids, don't be surprised, they know what to do on social media. They know what to press to get the kind of result they want. They are very smart. They are not the kids of those days that were born when things like this were not in place. What can we do? Your suggestion on what we can do to really save the lives of our kids. If adults can be influenced on social media, not to talk of kids.
Well, children learn through colors.
Yes.
And what they see. And our brains too, tends to grab things more with colors and, actions.
Yes.
So we can't take that away. But the fact is this: good parenting is the key. Just as the Bible says, teach a child in the way he should go, so that when he grows, he will not depart. If a child has good training, I tell you, you can go and rest. That child will be the one to resist whatever that wants to come. So what we see now is that good parenting is going down the drain. I can tell you that good parenting is going down the drain. I was surprised when I read an article, and it was about this Yahoo stuff. And imagine some of the interview that was done, to write up the article. Imagine some parents, standing for their children that yes, now maybe they are collecting what the white men have stolen from us is what their children are collecting back. You can see that.
Imagine.
Consider mindset. What do you expect from such parents? They tell the boy or the girl, go ahead, don't worry, we are behind you. And that's why you see decadence, continue to amount in the society, because we have bad parenting. If you don't train a child well, when the child was still young, if you don't train that child well, don't forget, every child's brain stops, it continuing to grow until the age of, I think, 25.
Yes.
So whatever you put in that brain is curious. It wants to get more. It wants to get to know more. And if there is nobody to alter some things at a particular time, that child will see it as a good thing to do. So it will be very difficult for you to change such a person, because nobody, when he or she supposed to have, changed, supposed to have been attacked, that the mind supposed to have been attacked at the point that no, this is bad, let's have a shift. Nobody was there to do that for that child. So that child sees it as a very good thing. I remember a friend who went abroad to school. He went abroad to school at the age of 15. He was to be in the university at the age of 15. He was very young. How could you trust a child like that, who's supposed to still be in the under the parent to be learning? You threw him abroad to the UK to go and learn at the age of 15. He told me this himself, that even from the age of 16, he was already going to the club to party, and he said he knew that what he was doing was wrong. And even over there, he was supposed to be 18 years before he could go there. But some guys used to, you know, they smuggle him in. He would go there and do all those things. At the end of the day, he was deported.
Back into the country.
As a young child. He was deported back to the country because he did something in the school and they had to deport him. He told me himself that it's because of that he was not grown enough to really know what to do.
And there was nobody there to guard him.
Nobody. The person those that are supposed to take care of him, they sent him abroad. They just sent him abroad. For what? At the age of 15. You know, these are where bad parenting. A child you've not really deposited something that could make him to withstand the storms of life. All these storms of life are temptations and the rest. They are storms. They will come. You cannot do without them. They will come. We see things every day.
There's something I discovered.
All right.
I know that some parents, they send their children away from them because of, I don't know, the way they disturbed them. It's funny to put it in that way, but that is true. I've seen some parents whereby the children is the headache in the family. So they think the best thing to handle such maybe a child or those kids or children is to send them away somewhere. Maybe if they experience a new environment, new kind of training, seeing new people, they may change. If they are with you, you as a father or mother, you cannot be able to control them. Make them listen to you. Is it when they are far away from you that they can also listen to those they are meeting? They don't even know them, that are not even their parents.
That's even the question now.
Because I've seen a lot of things like
how would a little child be a headache to you?
To you that give birth to the child.
Check yourself.
Yes, meaning.
That's what is happening.
They are running away from their
I'm telling you, you are very right. It happens very well. You are very right. Look at most things going on now. Most parents believe that nannies should take care of their children for them.
Yes.
They don't even know the children. Their children don't know them.
Yes, it's true.
Their children don't know them. So what do you expect? You don't even know what the nanny is teaching this child when you are not around. Because you think you have money, you just pay, and you feel that all the work should be done by them. Yeah. You only have little time, maybe on Saturdays, to just go out and flex with your children, then you come back. You think that is parenting. That is what is causing problem in the society.
One of the things causing problems.
And for a country to be good, it starts from the home. If the home is bad, if the family is bad, you should expect that it's going to resonate in the society.
It's true.
Every bad child that you see today, every armed robber you see, every prostitute you see, go and check their home. Something happened from home. Something happened. And it starts from bad parenting. Because a good child, a child that is well trained, will not go out to cause problem in society. Never.
Catherine, a child that is well trained cannot go out to cause problem in the society.
Never.
Yes.
Never.
You are a student. Many people, in fact, majority of those on social media, they are students. Yes. And you see, one of the cases I read out here when we started the issue of social media is that of a lady from Nasarawa State University that left Nasarawa to Lagos to meet a friend that she met on Facebook, and she was killed. You see students leaving their schools from one state to another state to meet people on social media, people they met on social media to visit them.
Someone they've not seen before.
Their parents are not aware of these things.
Very, very
Why
risky.
are you students doing this? It's funny. Let's hear from you. What can you tell us about this social media and the students who meet friends on social media and then leave their school to visit them, do things with them without the parents knowing that this thing is my daughter is doing this?
Most times, to me, those students are selfish. Why will you just meet somebody on social media and the person will invite you to come and see him far away, it's not something close, and you want to go when you don't even know him and you don't even know anybody there, you don't have anywhere there to stay, and you trust that kind of person in this present generation. In this country, nowhere is safe, nowhere. Something can even happen to you on that road. To me, I can't do that. I can't leave my school and travel far away to see someone I don't know. If it is someone that we've been talking, I know this person knows my house, I know the person's house, and I can go and see that kind of person. But it's only selfish students, because nowadays girls, they feel maybe they don't know where to meet their future husband, they talk some kind things like that. Some they'll say, okay, it's their boyfriend or something they want to go and see far away, and it's not good.
Of course, we know that art is not really a good one, but at the same time, people get married on social media.
Yeah.
They meet. Some don't believe this because they are yet to see. And
it is a man's responsibility to come and see the girl. And if you want to marry her, you really like her, you come down to see her. You won't invite her. Me, if I meet a man on social media and you really want me, you should come for me.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. What if it comes once and the next time
you want you to visit too?
See, the thing is, it's not guarantee, because it's very, very risky.
It's risky.
It's risky.
They will tell you that life
is risk. Now, life itself is a risk,
yes.
But there are some kind of risks you don't have to take. You just have to know that person, know the person small, at least know where the person is from. Share his number with your family member, and you guys should be close to each other first before you go. Yes, before you pay him such visits, because it's very far from Nasarawa to Lagos. It's not Nasarawa to Abuja, Nasarawa to Lagos. It's very far.
Yes.
So if anything happens, she should be the one to be blamed.
Wow. So, Felix touched on bad parenting as one of the reasons why, these things happen. I would like to hear your opinion, especially on what every woman we see today, even though if you are yet to marry, you are a potential mother. What would you advise? Or what do you think parents should do, especially mothers, to ensure that their children are not influenced on what they see on social media?
If you give birth to children, the way you train your children from your home should determine how they will be outside.
Good.
If you train your children well, they will know how to hold themselves. Nowadays children, they have iPad, they have phones, because of the kind of parent they have. In my own home, before I start using phone in my house, I finished my secondary school first, before my dad was able to give me phone. And even when he gave me that phone, he don't allow me to do social media then. And then I think I was like 16 years then. It was when I was up to 18 years, that was when I started doing social media, because of the kind parental guidance I have then. I grew up with my parents. That was how they grew me up. They teach me. And there are other people at that my age. I do see people 12 years using phones, doing life, go out, but my parents don't do that with me. And today, the way I end up, they did not end up like that. I have mates that are pregnant. They are just useless, wayward like that. It is how you train your children. That is how they will come outside. So that parental guidance, that parental training is very, very, very important. Most times, people that have money, they feel giving their children phone to go on social media is right. They feel with the money, they can do everything. They can make everything available for them. They don't care about what will be the outcome of it. They don't.
And allow them to do everything.
They allow them to do everything they want to do, because there are so many parents today that they don't even know how their children go to school and come back, because they feel they are workers at home. Some, they are even outside, their children are here, or their children are outside, they are here. So the parental guidance is more important, is very, very, very important, because they say charity begins at home.
Yes, charity begins at home. Yes, the issue of parents, we need to talk more about it, because some of us, when the time we were kids and we were with our parents, they were putting eyes on everything we do. In fact, you can't even leave their house. Even within the house, if you want to leave this corner to the other corner. Let my mom or my dad know that I'm going to this place in case you need me. If you want to go to the restroom, you tell them. If you don't tell them, they will tell you. You don't do that. If you just disappear here and I didn't see you when I want to send you, how would I know that you are going to you are in the restroom? Everywhere you want to go, they want to know everything about your movement, so that in case of anything, they want to look for you. They know where to go.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's not like that. Parents really have a major role to play when it comes to, ensuring we have a safe society, a better society tomorrow. Because as you said earlier in your contribution, the bad parenting we have is what we see it outside there. You see children behaving anyhow, and these people have parents. Look at the corrupt leaders we have in place. They have parents. Doesn't mean their parents taught them how to be corrupt and all that. So parents have a great role to play in the lives of their children, if we must have a better society in future. What we are experiencing now is not really what we want. We need something better. We want something that tomorrow we can be, happy with. You wanted to say something, Catherine?
Yes, sir. And their company, the people they mingle with, matters a lot. There are sometimes you teach your children well, but the kind of people they meet, they will tell you, they will influence them to do something. My mom said I should be pressing my phone. My mom said this. My mom said that. Okay, that auntie said I should do this. From there, they will get influenced, and they will start doing it. So their companies matters a lot too.
Their companies matters a lot too. Felix, want us to dig more on this issue of social media, especially in that area where you mentioned before. You see ladies are the ones, you see them doing more of this thing, posting their naked pictures on social media just because they want to get more people to follow their page because of the benefit they will get from, for having many followers. These ladies, they have parents. The people that are their guardians that take care of them. Of course, some of them are adults, that they are not even with their parents. They decide what they should do with their life without anybody interfering to control them. And even those who are still with their parents, they still do this, and their parents look the other way. No, they seem not to interfere into whatever their children are doing. But parents need to know that if you cannot give your children the needed training, there's no way you see them growing better and becoming better in the society tomorrow. And with that, we cannot have a better society. I want us to talk more, especially to parents. And almost all these people are very religious people. Very religious. They go to churches, they go to mosques, and other places of worship. And then, because all these naked pictures, videos we see on social media, if you ask either this person is a Christian or you say, of course, we have seen people like that. And then you wonder whether in their churches too, what are they being taught? Or you wonder if all these associations they belong to have the kind of a disciplinary action that they're supposed to administer upon them to prevent other people from doing same. You may have something more to say. And then don't forget, remember the Nollywood actor, what was the name? I can't recall his name now, that went naked to in favor of one of the presidential candidates. He was called to order. I think he's facing a disciplinary action.
I heard about it.
You can't do that. We are not preventing you from, campaigning or doing anything for any candidate of your choice. But you can't be doing this. What are you teaching the younger ones? This is how it should be. So that people should be careful of what they do in order not to cause problem and degrade the society. We are listening.
You see, you can be religious and not spiritual. So what we have mostly out there are just religious people, religious fanatics who are not really spiritual. I don't want to go deep into that. I just said it because you mentioned so most of these people are also religious people. You see them in church, you see them in mosque, you understand their but they always have good church care when you see them on Sundays. And you always see them. But later, at the end of the day, you see another person, you know, in town. You get so, but I don't want to go to religious issue. Just as you mentioned, the other Nollywood actor, Olaiya Igwe, you know, very popular, very. He said it was a spirit that told him, the spirit told him to rise up and go and pray for Bola Tinubu. You see, his own case is, I believe in future, he will come to realize that he has just done the best things, if I may use that word, ever. Because this is a very respected person in Yoruba movie industry, a respected person. I personally, I respect him so much because of, you know, what he has contributed over the years. He's been acting for how many years? You know, very good. But just because of, I don't know, maybe whatever he wants to get from Asiwaju, and I even believe that Asiwaju Tinubu, like, who is this? I never sent you to do this. Yeah. That is it, because to me, when I saw it, it was even more like something dishonorable, you know, to the aspiration of Asiwaju. You don't such a man, you don't bring him into that a spirit told you. Which spirit must have told you? You are telling us that we don't understand spirituality. The spirit told you. You didn't do that for your own mother. You didn't do it for your father. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is contesting because you want to do eye service. That's when a spirit told you to do that, and you open up yourself naked by the seaside. You know, these are some of the things that we really need to look into. People just use social media for whatever, just to get anything. I don't know how that such a person wants to tell us that it's truly a spirit that told him, if not just to show, because he told us that it was the wife of Tinubu that helped him when he had kidney stones. She was the one that helped him. So is it that you are trying to pay him back by now showing up your nakedness? Or, you know, these are dirty things that we shouldn't even be seeing from people who are influencing people. We just talk about influencers now, right?
This is a father.
This is a father. Probably a grandfather, I don't know.
And many people loved him.
Yes. I, as a person, I loved him.
And with this kind of a thing, can't those who are his followers also try to do the same thing? Because he's our mentor.
He's an influencer, right? That's what we are saying now. You just think that you can use. He even did it. He did the video as if he's acting movie. Look at what he even had that thunder. Or if it was,
if it was a movie, that would have even been.
Yeah, have said it's a movie, yes. And he's still trying to defend it. And I love what Yoruba Nollywood, according to some things we read a few weeks back, that they have summoned him.
Of course.
Yes, that they've summoned him, that what he did was like spoiling their face. You see, these are the things we are saying now. No, now that's a parent. Now, if a parent is doing that, if his own daughter should do that tomorrow, or his son should do that tomorrow,
imagine his own daughter going naked to support anyone.
Because his father, you tell, how will that father now caution that child that, see, you don't do this? How will he? Because of how much should they give to you? Because somebody gave you, because before then, MC Olomo gave him a car, you know, maybe for supporting all this, whatever. Now you now need something again, probably from you now did all this. These are the things we are saying. The negatives are there, the positives are there. When there was no social media, would he have done that? Would a spirit have told him to go and do that when there was no social media? Would a spirit have told him to go and do that? And he posted it on his Instagram. You see, these are some of the things we are saying. If parents are not getting things right, don't expect that child will get it right.
You can't give out what you don't have.
Because a child you just give birth to is art, is a tabula rasa. Anything can be written on it. Whatever that is written on it may stay there forever. That's why parents have to even train themselves before they should get ready to have a child. You can be in marriage and not be ready to have a child yet.
Yes.
Because of your way of life, because of what you are doing, you know that no way. If I should have a child right now, this child will be influenced negatively. You may just decide not to have one until you yourself, you worked on yourself. But we have a system whereby you don't care. We just want to have that child. You don't care what that child becomes. And we have seen many absentee fathers and absentee mothers. And that's why you see children suffering. Anytime you see a tout outside, don't let your mind go to that tout. Let your mind go to the house it comes from. Because a father was not there, a father was irresponsible, and a mother was irresponsible. And that's why you see that thought outside. There is something that every good parent implants, or that they plant into their children, is that go. What is in you will guide you. Is what they've already planted in them. There is no way I can go in my life that my parents will be scared, because they know that it can never,
of course,
be involved in some things. Even
Yes.
if you say it's so person, no, it can't be my child.
yes,
That should be the level that every parent that, okay, I've trained this child. I've trained. That training is something that comes through action and through words.
and everywhere,
through action and through words.
everywhere they are sleeping with
Yes,
two eyes
if your
closed.
child, if your child cannot come close to you and tell you about what he or she is going through, then you are not a father, you are not a mother. And that's what we've been saying. Children can no longer relate with their parents. They are too harsh.
Many of them relate to, with their friends.
True thought,
They value their friends
more than their
they value
parents.
their parents.
Even
yes.
some, before they could even tell their parents anything, they go through
They
a
have
third
already
party.
told
They go through a third party.
Yes.
Maybe the siblings to the father, their uncle. They say, uncle, please, so let me tell my dad that I need school fees.
Yes.
Let me tell my dad that I need pad. Let me tell my dad, auntie, let me tell my dad that I need this. Let me tell my mom that I need this. These are the things that is making the young ones to run away. So if that gap is created, it's not God that will fix it for you. You have already created a problem for the country. And that's what we are seeing. That's why our country is what it is. Because bad parenting is everywhere. And it doesn't concern only the rich or the poor. Everybody is involved.
Is involved, of course.
Everybody is involved.
Is involved.
We have seen the children of the poor. They are the ones involved in election malpractices or whatever. They are the ones they use. The children of the poor.
And then we have seen the children of the rich who take drugs.
Who take drugs.
Yes.
And that's their life. Drugs and everything. So these are just what we see in our society. And I think the parents has to do more. Then we discussed something about the National Orientation Agency then.
Yes.
There are some things that even the society itself will also try to see how to impact into the lives of the children. Schools, our schools, what are they teaching in our schools right now? In our primary schools, in our secondary schools, what are we sending out? What are we giving to these children? Most private schools now, they are more concerned about their money,
It's
about what they want to make. They don't care about life.
We have no more time
That
left
child.
on the program.
So-
Catherine, you would like to say something before we call it the day on the program today?
Okay. Concerning the social media stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing much to say about it. It's just that it's just the mindset for you to choose the positive side or the negative side. It is when you want to influence your children on the negative side, you do that. It lies on the parents' hands for the children.
But don't
And if you want to influence them by through the positive side, it lies also on the parents' hand.
Yes, but we are really appealing that we should take the positive side, because by doing what is not right, you are causing problem not only for yourself but the entire country, the entire society.
Yes.
So we can't continue living this kind of life. Our government is not only the problem we have. We are also our own problems. And I think when we realize that and we begin to work together to ensure things are done right, we will begin to get a better society. Well, we thank you sincerely for always watching the arena on KAFTAN television. This is New Year. We should have new thinking on how to do things better. This is New Year. We should begin to ignore things that are negative. Only go with positive things to make things work for us in the country. This is New Year. We should be new in everything we do. Anything that is new cannot be something bad. Be new. Your attitude should be new. Everything about you should be new, so that we can have a new society. Thank you. Don't forget being on the program with Felix Adetowubo, a political analyst and a law student from Benue State University. Catherine Ehi, once again, welcome on the arena. We believe we'll have you again for more discussion. So join us same time next week. Same station for another interesting edition of the Arena. Bye for now.